What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Daniel, and welcome back to another video. We got a lot of NASCAR news that I missed, and there's a lot to talk about. Let's just dive in straight into it. So probably the biggest story, and the one driver we officially have been waiting, it has finally been confirmed. Daniel Suarez will be going to Gaunt Brothers Racing for 2020. Coca-Cola and Costco, which is Ruckus and Aris, will sponsor him. Now, Aris will not be on the car for the 2020 season. Dave Winston will be the crew chief of the car. They will have to qualify into the Daytona 500 because they do not have a charter, and they will not run the Clash this upcoming season. Let me just tell you something. I'm really glad that Daniel Suarez finally does have a ride. Yes, it's not a great ride, but I'm hoping the best from him. I think their goal is to get top 20s, just work on getting his team up to full song. Toyota TRD will also be willing to help them get there. So I wish Daniel Suarez best luck at Gaunt Brothers Racing. It's about time he got a ride because Suarez, he's been needing one for quite some time. Yes, I don't need to say much more about it because I've already said my opinion on the ride, but I'm glad Suarez at least has a ride for 2020. Races will now be official at the halfway point due to the stage lengths being messed with, basically being more cut into thirds. Races will now be official at the halfway point, or they will be official once we get to the end of the second stage. NASCAR Xfinity Series will use the 14-turn layout for the Xfinity Series race at Indianapolis for this upcoming season. They apparently, coming from the feedback from them at the Benedetto, they will use that 14-turn layout. Stages in 2020 will be more split into thirds, while the final stage will be a little bit longer. So, for instance, the Daytona 500 will be 65 laps, and then it will be 70 laps. NASCAR will be meeting with manufacturers technically today for a possible new engine in 2023. The earliest we can see any sort of electrification is 2022. Now, when a lot of people hear about electrification, they think, oh crap, that means that there's going to be an electric engine. Not the case. Basically, it's still going to be a loud engine. There's just going to be electric components. And that's going to hurt the teams. It's actually going to help in electrification department, if that makes any sense. Massey will drive 19 races for BJ McLeod Motorsports. I don't know which 19 races it is, but he will drive 19 races this upcoming season for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Congrats to Massey. I think he's a solid driver. I think he can do quite a bit this year in those 19 races. I think his ultimate goal, in my honest opinion, top 20s for the team. Get that team kind of more up because, again, they're kind of a mid-tier team. But, again, this Xfinity Series is not as competitive, so he might have to start performing a lot better. Bowman finally has a lot of his races covered when it comes to the sponsorship department, because it was announced that Hendrick Motorsports will have 26 races with multiple sponsorships in the Chevy department, which is Chevrolet's associate sponsors. Adam Polish's will be Adam Polish's, NOCO, and Truck Hero. They will sponsor Bowman this upcoming season for 26 races, which means that Bowman, I believe all of his races have been covered for the 2020 season because Valvoline will sponsor him for 4 races, 3 official races because he's sponsoring the Clash, and the Daytona 500, and I believe the other 2, which is Lulu and I can't remember and Exalta, will sponsor for the rest of those races for the remainder of the season. Yes, Bowman finally got some sponsorship. Thank God. Yes, they had to come from Hendrick Motorsports' inside, of course. Hey, at least he's got sponsorship for the season. Thank God. Was scared because he didn't have any, and at least now he has them. Chris Cochran will run at least 3 Xfinity Series races this season. He will run all of the restrictor plate races this year. However, he might end up running more races as we get time on that. The Triple Truck Challenge entry deadline that was based last year has been removed completely. There will be no more Triple Truck Challenge deadline. The races that have been announced are Richmond, Dover, and Charlotte Motor Speedway. Instead of it being in June, they moved it up a little bit earlier this year into April, like April, May, and June. Basically, they moved it up earlier. Tate Fogelman will drive the number 02 truck at Tyler Young's Motorsports for the 2020 season. In my honest opinion, I think Tate Fogelman doesn't have a lot of experience. He's only ran 3 races, but he was doing really, really well in those races. Unfortunately, all the time he just had issues when it came to the car having blowing up, or just the car having issues, or getting involved in wrecks like the one where he got T-boned Justin Fontaine. Unfortunately, that was John Hunter Nemechek's fault, because John Nemechek basically lost oil when he was running second in the race and basically blew up, and he T-boned, unfortunately T-boned him. So yeah, Tate Fogelman will go there full-time this season. The final story of today is that Clay Greenfield will race 8 races. And the surprising thing is, the crew chief, Jeff Hammond, yes, Jeff Hammond will come out of retirement and will crew chief for 8 races. Oh my God, Jeff Hammond. One of the most shocking things to be announced is that Jeff Hammond is coming out of retirement. One of the best crew chiefs ever in the sport. Crew chief for guys like Darrell Waltrip, Rusty Wallace. I don't think crew chief Rusty Wallace. What drugs am I smoking? But yeah, pretty cool that Jeff Hammond is going to be with Clay Greenfield for this upcoming season. I think it's really awesome, and I do think they have an opportunity to do really, really well this upcoming season. Woo! That's a lot of news that I had to cover in like 7 minutes. So yeah, there's everything. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, links description below for that, and comment below your opinions on this video. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.